Hello once again everyone, welcome to the Inspire series on Clinton 24. My name is Seun Ogundelu. So we are going to continue on our series that we started in the previous episodes, which is making life critical decisions. During the first episode, we looked at the power of decision, the power of choice. We also looked at 4 critical decisions that we need to make in life, which is who we live our life for, who we live our life with, what we live our life in, and what we live our life on. So today I'll be looking at how can we make decisions, how to make those critical decisions, because like we all know, decisions are part of our lives. We just have to make them. We should not be lily-livered. We should not be indecisive, because indecision is a decision. We cannot sit on the fence in life, so we've got to stick our neck out and make decisions. But then how then do we make these decisions, these critical decisions we've talked about? So I'll be giving us 5 P's. 5 P's. I chose to use P's and 5 so that we can remember after now, because you need to arm yourself with these 5 P's every moment you want to make your decision. You see, when you are standing at the crossroad of life, when your emotions are high and clarity is low, when the pressure of life is real and the stakes are higher, you must remember these 5 P's. Now the first one is pause. Pause. That's the first P. Pause. Before you post that write-up, before you reply that mail, before you resign, and before you react, pause. Because at that point, your emotion may be so high, but wisdom is quiet. Anger may accelerate, but insights will evaluate. So a pause will protect you from permanent damage that may be caused by your temporal or temporary feelings. Because your feelings, they are temporal. They will come and they will go. So you cannot afford to make a permanent decision in a temporary situation. That is why you need to pause. You need to be still. Because even elite performers understand these principles. In high pressure games, Michael Jordan doesn't rush every shot. He reads the moment. He measures the movement. He pauses before he performs. So a moment of patience can prevent us a lifetime of regrets. So pause is not a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of power under control. Don't forget, pause. Now the second P you need to do when you want to make a critical decision is to probe. Probe. What does that mean? It means to ask questions. Why do I want to do this? What is my driving force for making this decision? Is it fear? Is it ego? Is it pressure? Or is it principles? Now what are the possible consequences? These are questions you are asking, because critical decisions require critical thinking. Don't just feel it, you must examine it. Don't just want it, you must weigh it. Clarity comes to those who are curious enough to ask themselves questions. So you must probe, you must ask questions, even when they present the facts before you, because sometimes what looks like gold may not be gold. So you need to ask questions. Now the third P that you need to have is perspective. Perspective. What is perspective? Perspective means you need to step back and zoom out. You need to ask yourself, okay, will this thing matter in 5 years' time? You are not just looking at the here and the now. You are having long-term perspective. Take, for example, as a young man, you are tempted by a lady who is not your spouse. And at that point in time, your emotions, they are running wild. And it's like, wow, get this. And everything is telling you to grab and to do it. But then when you have perspective, you will understand that this cannot be more than 5 minutes. And at the end of the day, it could give you a life of misery. So before you make a decision, you ask yourself, will this still matter in 10 years' time? This decision I want to make, will it matter in the next 20 years? You see, because will this align with the future I am trying to build for myself? Because short-term pleasures can produce long-term pain. So you must be intentional, but you need to understand that long-term vision can produce disciplined decisions that we can then make now that can turn our life to what wants to be. Perspective turns panic into patience. Perspective turns chaos into clarity. So let us do a recap. What is the first P like I told you about? The first P is for you to pause. The second one is for you to probe. The third one is for you to have perspective. Then the fourth one is people. You must seek wise counsel from people. Not many voices, mind you, but matured voices. You must get people who are matured, people you can call mentors, people that have the best interest of you at heart. You can go to them to ask, for questions. You may go to them for advice. That decision you want to make, some people have made it, or they've not made those decisions. So you need to ask questions. When you get people around you, you can then leverage them to be able to make wise choices. There is safety in sound advice. The right conversation can save you years of correction. Choose advisors who will challenge you, who will tell you the truth, who will walk you through the journey of your life, and people that will not just control your decision, but they will refine your decision. And the last P are what I call principles. Because principles, you must live your life by principles. When emotion fluctuates, let principles anchor you. Let values simplify your decisions. Let integrity be your principle. Let honesty be your principle. Be guided by principles that will outlive your earthly existence. Don't forget the 5 P's. You will always need them when you are at the crossroad of making life critical decisions. So with that, we've come to the end of this episode, and we've also come to the end of this series. Until we meet again, I want you to remember that we end with get wisdom, get understanding, get direction. My name is Seun Ogundelu. God bless you.